we're here at my sister's place. We just parked. It's my sister's dog's birthday today. He turns 3, so we are here to spend some time with him. Whiskey's excited. Are you excited, Papa? He's getting so impatient. He's like, get me out of the car. I'm surprised that he's quiet at the moment and he's not howling. Yes, Papa. We just picked up my sister's house keys from her work. She's working at the moment. She'll be done in a couple of hours. So we just picked up the keys and she came out to say hello to him. She actually wanted to I think she had told all her co-workers that Whiskey is coming, but I didn't take Whiskey out of the car because there was no space to get him out. There was too many cars around, and Whiskey usually needs a ramp to get down, or even if there's like an elevated surface beside the car, he can jump out. We just try not to let him jump out straight out from the car onto the ground. He's so quiet, I'm surprised. I think as soon as I picked up the camera, he's not a fan of it. He's not a fan of it. So we're gonna go up now, say hello to Tintin, that's my sister's dog's name, and wish him birthday and just hang out with him until my sister comes back, and then we'll have some good food. Are you excited, Baba? It's Tintin's birthday. It's Tintin's birthday. Where's Tintin? Where's Tintin? Where's Mossy? As soon as I say Mussy, he gets super excited. So Mussy is auntie, like my sister, so his auntie. He's looking for her. Oh, Baba, where's Mussy? Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop bugging him and we're gonna go upstairs now. Wait, Whiskey, wait. Yes, yes, Papa. Tintin! Yes, Baba! Yes! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Whiskey! Stop snooping! Happy birthday, boy! Happy birthday! How you feel? He's looking for Kira. Sister. Oh, she's not here yet. Hello, birthday boy. It's Tintin's birthday party. So now that the kids have settled down, I have a lot to share that's on my heart, that's on my mind. The past couple of days were not easy. Day before yesterday, I had a full blown day of crying and being really frustrated and really upset with how my reality is at the moment, and all those fears around this reality that were coming up. Fears are usually something that happen when we are perceiving a supposed future that doesn't feel safe. And I felt a lot of that. People say that life never goes the way you think it will go. And even when you're on this journey of awareness, this journey of coming back to yourself, and you're thinking you're doing the right thing, you are thinking, and of course you're always doing the right thing because that thing is the right thing for that moment. But what happens is our mind attaches to a certain outcome. It attaches to a certain path of how that path is going to look like. And I'm just experiencing one of many of those realizations, and almost like a wake up call where, without even knowing, my mind had started attaching to how my life was unfolding and how it's supposed to be unfolding. But when I allowed myself to accept that the way I thought it would unfold is possibly not happening that way, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of courage to come to terms with it and then just accept. And again, it's one of those ego deaths. And this whole journey is about having lots of deaths and rebirths, like constant ego deaths. And the reason why I feel it happens is because our mind is so trained to attach itself to anything and everything, to be honest, to an identity, to the way you feel your path is going to unfold, or a future outcome. But then universe has its ways to humble you and remind you that even though you thought that you weren't really controlling and you had let go, and your mind wasn't really trying to control an outcome or the way your life unfolds, it has its sneaky ways of doing that, and we can easily get veiled by that. And to be honest, my one of my biggest fear that I feel it's coming to light, and that's something that I have lived in almost all my life, is what if I say something and show my life to be, and what I'm expecting it to be, what I feel it to be, what if it doesn't go that way? What if I'm proven wrong? What if I realized that it was all a lie? This has been like a huge thing, and I feel like every time I'm talking and making a video or like journaling, this thing just keeps coming back. Like, the overarching theme is that I have this fear that I say something and then it doesn't go that way. And what I'm learning is that I have to detach from that as well. I can say and feel something to be very true in a given moment, in a given season of my life, and still be okay with it not turning out to be that way. Be okay with it looking very different. That doesn't mean that I have to stay shut and stay quiet and not share my feelings and share what I'm going through, or share what I feel is really empowering to me in that moment, just out of the fear that I know for a fact that it's not going to last, or it's not going to be true forever. Because that is what life is. And when I started this journey, one of my intentions was to free myself of all the mental control that my mind was trying to have, and free myself from all these limitations, and free myself from all these fears that hold me back from just free flowing with life and allowing the life to just simply unfold for me, and I'm just receiving and acting on whatever I'm receiving. And now I kind of can see why I felt called to start to document my life, because this is my way of overcoming that limitation of not waiting for everything to be perfect, and not waiting for everything to manifest as I feel it's going to manifest in my life, to share what I'm feeling, what I'm going through, and whatever I'm dealing with. These documentation videos are supposed to be raw, are supposed to reflect exactly what I'm going through and exactly what I'm feeling, not what my mind thinks it should be like or it shouldn't be like. Very nature of life is that we shift if we allow ourselves to, if we are not too controlling over our life, which has been my intention, so I can be free and not be constantly be reacting to how my life is unfolding, if it's unfolding in a different way than I thought it would. I want to be really raw and true to myself, and not expecting to show up when everything is perfect, when I have proof outside in my reality to show that, hey, look at this, like I have been on this journey and this is where it has led me to. I want to be okay with the process of it. And because I have this beautiful ability, I don't know if it's a gift or a curse, I have this beautiful ability to analyze and be aware that things never look the same, things are never permanent, situations are never permanent. And because I have seen myself evolve so much, and I have experienced so many paradoxes of life, where I thought one thing to be true and then seeing and thinking that the other thing is not true, but then soon realizing that the other thing was also true. So the paradox of life. Because I'm so aware, I feel like who I am right now, what I'm saying right now, may or may not be relevant tomorrow. But that should not dismiss the fact that what I am experiencing right now and feeling right now and want to express right now is also true. So I'm ready to break free from this. You can almost say, like, waiting for the perfect moment. And honestly, I thought I was not that person, that I have been vulnerable a million times in million different ways, but I still feel there is this fear of judgment, of being proven wrong, that, or having to take back my words on what I had said. This is a huge fear. Like, I always want to be saying the right things, I always want to be sharing the right things, I just want to be expressing the ultimate truth, but there is no ultimate truth. It's just a process. Like, even when I'm saying this now, I feel like I'm kind of repeating the same thing. I am going hello Tintin. I'm going back in circles, I feel like. And I just want to be free of this, where I don't have to explain this to myself. And I just want to be free and just flow with life and allow things to just happen and unfold in whichever way it is happening, where my mind cannot really make sense. My mind tries so hard to make sense of how things are unfolding in a very linear way. But I gotta let go of that. I gotta let go and truly integrate and embody the fact that nothing is linear. Nothing is linear. And I have applied this in so many different aspects of my life, but I'm starting to realize that this is a huge thing that has been holding me back from like fully expressing myself, creating videos. I have thought about creating series on YouTube for so long. I've thought about doing a podcast for so long. I have thought about being regular on TikTok for so long. Just I feel like I have so much to express and so much to share that can be that can resonate with a lot of people, but I have held myself back, waiting for that moment when I have the ultimate truth, when I have the ultimate answer, when I have the right thing to say, the perfect thing to say, because I don't want to mislead people. I have this fear that I'm going to mislead people and then they're going to come and question me, as you were saying this, that. I don't know. I don't even know if even a single person's going to watch this video. So why the hell am I holding myself back? I should do this for myself. I just have a huge headache. There's like, I can feel tightness and compression in my mind, and I feel this most of the time when I'm trying to express something, and I feel like I'm going back in circle. I just gotta allow myself to keep going back in circles. If that's how I function, it's okay. I need to stop questioning myself. I need to stop judging myself. I should just start to accept this is me, and it's okay. Because I still judge myself so much, I have been in my own way of living the life that I truly want to, and I know I deserve, and I truly desire, and I'm worthy of it. I just gotta get out of my own way. And I gotta commit myself to doing these documentations and just sharing, like, this is my way of getting comfortable expressing without questioning myself, without judging myself, of how I speak, how I think, how I analyze, how I am possibly contradicting myself from what I said a few videos back, for instance, because I am shifting and evolving so quickly, because I'm so self-aware. I am shifting so quickly. They're having a little playtime. Anyway, as I was saying, because I am so self-aware and I'm shifting and evolving so quickly, that yes, what I believed to be true yesterday, or what I thought to be true yesterday, might not be true today. And it's okay. I need to embrace that fully. And I have done a video about this months back on TikTok. And look, here I am again. I'm still doing the same thing. And I feel like I'm justifying myself. There's a part of me, of my mind, that is trying to justify myself of why I behave this way or why I act this way. I need to drop this. I need to drop this. So I'm gonna go have some lunch now. I'm kind of hungry, and I will get into what this video is actually about. I want to document what I'm currently going through and what I'm feeling, and the kind of actions that I'm taking, that I feel called to take from my heart for this new season of my life. My sister said that she has some leftover chicken curry and rice in the fridge. Even though I thought I'll wait for her before I eat because she's making mutton curry. I mean, she made mutton curry at work and she'll bring that. She works at a cafe. So I thought I'll just have that. But now I kind of want to have the chicken curry too. She's an amazing cook. So let's heat up some chicken curry. Come on, Muthu. Better. Let's go. Better. Whiskey, down. Hello. Hey, उठा आता दोनों. It's. What are you doing? Oh, yes. You want to say hello? You want to say hello to the camera? Hello. My name is Tintin and it's my birthday today. I turned 3 today. I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy now. I'm a big boy now. It's okay. It's okay. I've had my lunch. We can continue talking now. So, this is what's been up. Whiskey says, I'm gonna get up. So, this is what's up now. 3 years ago, my mom passed away, and of course, that was a really challenging time for me. It was a given, but also it was a huge activation for me, an initiation to sort of retreat back from the world and Tintin and really go inwards and truly start putting in the work to heal myself. Not just from the loss of my mom, but there was something within me that was calling me towards this journey. Tintin, Tintin, it's okay. And slowly, everything started sort of like falling away from me to allow me to give myself this space and go inwards to do what I needed to do. Initially, it all began from this desire to connect with mom in spirit. I always knew that we never really leave. We just go from one form to the another. So my initial desire was just to connect with mom because that gave me comfort through my grief. I started connecting with nature, I started connecting with birds, I started receiving some synchronicities and some signs and messages through nature. And that sort of like started my journey, and it just evolved into this path where I just wanted to become free from any illusions, that any false expectations that I had of myself, of being a particular person in this world. I don't know, it's just hard to explain because it's been a beautiful journey where just like one thing led to the another. It wasn't like I sat one day, I'm like, okay, these are the things that I want to work. It just kept on evolving, like, okay, I've overcome one thing and now I kind of want to tap into another thing that I want to go through. Like, why do I feel this way? Why do I react this way? Why do I feel so limited? I just wanted to tap into my limitlessness that we do all have as soul. So that is kind of the journey that I've been on. It's been long 3 years. And through the journey, I realized that my heart is calling for a very easy, a soft life, that I don't want to hustle anymore. I don't want to be chasing. I don't want to be sitting in fear of, am I doing enough? What if I don't do this? Am I going to be left behind? Fear of being seen, all of these things. And it's just been a challenging yet beautiful journey where it's one thing after the other, and sometimes the same thing but at a different level. So that's, I'm not going to go into too much detail into that, but that kind of journey led me into realizing that I'm here for an easy and a soft life. Like, I am not here to be in the chasing and the hustle mentality. And over the last few months, it has started to feel really real. Sorry, I'm going to go back a little bit. That, because that's going to make sense about what I'm going to say now with my current situation. So as that journey was progressing, things started falling apart, falling away from my life so that I could just really go inwards. And that meant me not feeling aligned with my personal training business, not feeling aligned with me being some sort of a coach, to help people transform, because I think that time was just needed for me. But that slowly led into feeling that this is how my life is supposed to be. I'm not going to need to do much in the physical world. Like, I am sort of just receiving and how to say this, that I'm just in the receivership now, in the receiver mode. And again, our mind can only understand so much of how vast and multi-level this life is, this experience is. So somewhere I started attaching myself to this idea that things are just going to fall into place, which is still true. It's just not in the way that I thought it would. And I knew at some point this moment is going to come where I will have to almost say goodbye to that season of my life where I wasn't really working. I wasn't. Um, I wasn't bringing in any income. My husband's been super supportive, and been he is such a kind soul. He's been a gem to take on the responsibility of our finances, essentially, as a family of three: Whiskey, me, and him. But I think I started getting too comfortable in that, and that is sort of like the wake up call that I needed, and I'm grateful. It feels really uncomfortable because I had attached myself to this idea that yes, things are going to fall into place, which is true. It still is, but it's just not in the way that my mind attached itself to. I wasn't expecting that we will be in a state where I will almost like need to start looking for a job or looking for some sort of a career again and building myself back up. Honestly, deep down somewhere, I knew that is meant to happen, of course. Like there has to be some sort of a pathway to, like, a doorway to open to start receiving the financial abundance that I know I'm worthy of, that I know that both me and Barry are worthy of, and we deserve. But I guess I had not expected it to unfold in this way, where we're really, really, really low on our finances at the moment. So the last couple of days, we've been really in it and feeling. I'm not going to say anything about Barry because he has his own journey, but for me, like, I allowed myself to feel like a failure. I allowed myself to feel that, yes, perhaps everything that I thought the way it would turn out, that's actually not true. It's probably meant to look a different way. So just to come to terms with that, it was definitely a hard time. And right now in this moment, I'm feeling a lot better and accepting the situation for what it is, and not allowing my mind to make up all these stories of fear of what's going to happen now. But I was deep in it for the past couple of days for sure. Today, I'm seeing that everything that I've learned on this journey over the last 3 years, it was essentially preparing me for this moment. When we are going through it, it's very hard to make sense of it. But, and even now, I probably can't make sense of it 100%. A year from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, it's going to make different sense down the road. But at this moment, I feel like all of that was sort of like my preparation for me to be put in this moment right here, where I can take those tools and those beliefs and that faith that I have built, that muscle of intuition and that muscle of faith that I have built, and apply it, rather than going into my old ways of being in fear and being really, really scared. I can actually apply that now. So, this new season that has begun for me, I have fully accepted it, that this is the reality, this is the situation. This season is for me to get back out there and start working again. And to be honest, I probably missed a lot of nudges that universe perhaps gave me, but I truly believe that I had to just be with it and sit with it so I could experience this. It's almost like, for a lack of a better word, I would say like a rock bottom when it comes to finances. But I'm seeing it as a fresh new start, a clean slate that I have been given, where now I can take all the skills, the new me, and approach building this new life from that side rather than building upon an old life. Again, this might be something that I'm just saying to make myself feel better with my, because of my finances. I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to see it as that. I'm going to see it as a clean slate. Everything's just wiped off and we're building back up again. And to be honest, yesterday evening I felt this huge urge to start personal training again, and I'm very aware. I would like to think that I'm quite aware where something is coming from, a desire is coming from, um, what do you say? Desperation, or I'm genuinely excited about it. I genuinely felt excitement towards it. For the past 2 days, I felt sort of like a shame around it, that, oh, I thought that I will not have to do all of that, that something new is going to be birthed through me and whatnot. Um, but yesterday I did feel excited. I'm like, yes, I have this skill. I have so many different skills in different fields. It's like I am I'm excited to put myself out there, and I am ready to be back out in the world. And first thing that popped up into my mind was personal training. Personal training is something that I loved doing, but it just had to happen that way where I just completely lost interest and excitement in it almost 2.5 years back. But now I'm excited again. So talking about skills, personal trainer, um, through this journey, I kind of fell in love with filming and editing. I love editing videos like on we've done like long form videos on YouTube for our travel channel that we sort of started a while back. And I love editing videos. So I have the editing skills, I have the social media skills. I have been in social media for so long. Um, I have I have a lot of creativity to express, and I feel like this is going to be really good for me. So, yesterday, apart from deciding that I'm going to get back into personal training and get some clients and train them at home in my home gym, I even created a profile on Upwork to lend my services to heart-led content creators like myself, where I can possibly help them create, edit, help them with graphics and things like that on Canva. I have worked on Canva for so long, so I feel really excited because I think I was kind of reaching a point where, don't mind Tintin, he saw someone walking by, so he's just barking at him. I did find myself getting bored almost over the last few months, where I just didn't have any direction. I felt like I have done what I was supposed to do in that season, but I just did not have any direction, and I was just waiting for something to drop, an inspiration to drop, to create something, to birth something into the world. And this is sort of like the nudge, the shake up that the universe has given me, almost redirected me into this path that my next season is supposed to be in. And I'm really excited. That's the thing, because I have done so much work on myself. I am not too attached to what kind of work I do, as long as I'm happy with it, and I don't want to limit myself to just one identity, like of being a personal trainer. I am someone, I've realized I'm someone that I get bored very easily, so I need variety in what I do. So I think just having a few personal training clients and having a few clients where I'm helping people with their social media or copywriting or something like that, or editing their videos, I think that will be really good mixture of things that would really light me up. And apart from that, we had created a pet studio. Barry is a great photographer and a videographer, so we created this venture 2 months back called the Snoot Studio, where we capture beautiful moments and beautiful fur babies in form of photos, like really high quality digital photos of pets. We had a few clients already, so I think I am really excited to push towards that as well. And that will sort of like be really cool. Like, I'm actually excited about it. Just a few months back, if this situation had occurred, I might not have been ready for it. I wasn't ready to do much work, but now I'm really excited. And I can't believe the last 2 days I spent coming to terms with this, that this is my new season, because again, my mind had attached itself to this, some sort of an idea, which I didn't even know what the idea was, but I just felt like something was incoming, that some sort of a new beginning is incoming. But I didn't think it would be this. I never thought that I would be going back to personal training. I never thought that I would be doing freelancing work, for instance. And even now, like, I think that entire preparation has prepared me for this, in the fact that I'm not attached to what I think I should be doing now. Like, I am not doing it out of desperation. Yes, I do have my moments throughout the day of that little sinking feeling in my stomach, in my gut, of like that this is the reality, this is the situation, like we are really tight on finances at the moment. But apart from that, I'm just amazed at myself that if this would have happened 3 years back, if we were in the same situation 3 years back, I would be completely devastated and completely lost and wouldn't know what to do, which I was the past 2 days as well. But the way I have sort of like was able to effortlessly shift my perspective and take on this as like a new venture and a new season of my life, and I'm excited about it. That's amazing. I'm proud of myself for that. I'm really proud of myself for myself. Proud of myself for that. And I'm very aware too that those kind of low phases are going to happen is, again, it's there are going to be days that I feel the same way I did the last 2 days, which is completely okay. And I think that's where again that preparation comes in, where I'm okay being in discomfort, I'm okay being in pain, I'm okay being uncomfortable. I'm okay sitting with whatever fear is coming up. But I don't let that dictate my following moments. I don't let that dictate the unfolding of my life. I allow myself to be with it, and then when I have been fully been in it, then there's opposite of that, a beautiful moment comes where I'm like, okay, this is the new perspective, like I'm going to do this, and I'm freaking excited about it. So this is what's been up. It's going to be a little bit of a tough journey moving ahead for the next couple of months, but I have faith. I have faith that beautiful things are going to come out of it. Perhaps deepening of my confidence, because all of this has led to these videos, this documentation. So that's me building my confidence in being okay with however life is unfolding, and not judging and not questioning and not trying to put a label to it, and just allowing myself to free flow. And this is just one thing. I'm sure beautiful things, like once I start putting myself out there again, I'm going to meet beautiful people again. I used to have wonderful amazing clients that I had really hard time leaving when we moved from Sydney. And i'm I'm ready to welcome new people into my life and have those meaningful connections. So I think this is going to lead to something really, really beautiful, and this is where it begins, where I start creating my life. It's a beautiful lesson that mind has sneaky ways of attaching itself to something. Even though you've been on a journey of detaching from everything, even in that detachment, in the process, the mind will find ways to attach and cling to something. And universe found a way to humble me. I needed that. I think this is a really good start. And the beautiful thing is, I'm going to be documenting this. I want to commit myself to documenting this no matter what I'm feeling. All the lows, all the highs, getting mad at the universe, getting frustrated at the current situation, and that's all part of it. It's not all about gratitude, and it's not all about being optimistic and positive all the freaking time. That's not reality. We are not here to be those fully transcended beings. Like, I wouldn't be here if I had fully transcended all of that. In fact, I am embracing it as much as possible, like all aspects, the entire spectrum of life, the entire spectrum of emotions. So I hope to capture all of it and love myself through it. Be really loving and kind towards myself. Let's do this.